Hello everybody, this is Frank and Paul reporting in on the 4th episode of the FLG Podcast. What's going on, Paul?
Not a whole goddamn lot.
You got a lot of energy flowing?
As much energy as I can get from sleeping for 2 hours. Let's go.
Dude, everyone loves sleeping only for 2 hours, I gotta say. Anyway, so, next gen is out. But what about the Wii U? That's been out, whatever. The PS4 and the Xbox One are out at the same time now. It is... Next gen's here. I don't know.
Can't really call it next gen. It's current gen now.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I guess I gotta get out of that Hobbit.
The Hobbit. Get out of the Hobbit.
I'm sorry, I really want to see the desolation of smog, okay? Jesus Christ.
Balls deep in Samwise over here. The lambda bread.
Oh my god, absolutely. Yeah, I guess I gotta, it's current gen now. Like you said, they're out now, so it's current gen. Talk about next gen and fucking another. God, I hope this cycle isn't as long as last one, so we're sitting on the same hardware for like 8 years.
I don't know, I think with the way the hardware is now, where it's what will be 4 gigs, quad core?
Yeah.
I mean, how much farther can they really go? Really?
The large pixel collider. Yeah. That's where it could go. That 5,000 PC with 4 Titans in it.
Like, I mean, like, really, if you go 8 core in, like, another, like, 4 or 5 years, like, what the fuck? Like, what are you really gonna do?
Pretty sure things still don't take advantage of 8 cores, even on
No,
PC.
I mean, like I said, like, if you have an 8 core, like, Alienware PC, like, there's no game out there that's gonna take advantage of that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hugh has a 16 core. I'm pretty sure.
That's just overkill. Like, you can liquid nitrogen cool that motherfucker.
Fucking John Blackshaw, his PC's liquid cooled. I'm like, that's so cool.
That's so cool.
Do you know that you can there's like a full on, like, all your parts are submerged in, like, this, like, saline solution?
Really?
It's legitimately your computer's, like, underwater. Hugh was gonna do it, but then it was too much to get a bunch of the solution you have to use. Because, I mean, it's...
Yeah.
Underwater, basically. It's not water, it's like a salt. So it somehow, because of the salt, doesn't short out or something.
Some crazy fucking chemist figure this out.
Yeah, like, they explain it somehow that it works, but...
Off topic.
Yeah, a little off I know, I'm so sorry, Florida gamers. We just started talking about
next gen,
and then Frank's talking about PC. I'm sorry.
The stigma we're trying to break has immediately just taken over. Alright.
I know.
Back to current gen.
Anyway, how's your Xbox One, huh?
My Xbox One's doing great. I missed my delivery man by 3 minutes. And being as I bought it from the Microsoft Store, I can't pick up my console because of a contract they have. So guess what? I'm waiting till Monday. And guess what? They're delivering it at the exact same time. And guess what I do? I fucking work again.
You have to rely on the female.
I have to rely on the girlfriend and hope she's able to get it. Because she was late by 3 minutes when I told her to be a certain place at a certain time. I can't blame her, though. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Let's get more time with my 512 megabyte and my old shitty Kinect that I can't say Xbox on with, and I'm about an Xbox One quote away from crying here, so let's just keep going.
Let's just go over to Eric's after this.
Yeah,
and
just
kick his door in.
Just be like, hey, we're gonna play your Xbox. You go ahead and just sit there.
I mean, we're gonna have one at the event tonight, so I'm finally gonna get to play it. So I'm excited to fuck around in Killer Instinct. So.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it'll be fun, but I don't know. Like, the more and more I see it, it just kind of looks like there's people that I know aren't fighting game players, and they're getting ultra combos.
Yeah,
it's like
shit. Exactly, because it's like, I don't know. I feel like combo structure in that game, it's easy because combo breakers are so prevalent. So even though you can do a like 70% combo, it's not like you're probably not gonna get that off in like an actual match. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's the same thing with like Injustice. You only had one combo breaker and you had to use it on your last life bar if you didn't time it.
Then. And Killer Instinct is just like combo breaker. Like,
no, don't get me wrong. It'll probably be fun to sit there and throw my controller.
That's what I look at it as. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Not competitive, really, but I think it's going to be a fun game.
I know. It looks like the part. I just want to see those particle effects. They look fantastic.
I'm just happy there's no comeback mechanics in it. That's kind of nice. There's no X Factor bullshit or any of that crap. So seems like the more skilled player will win every time. I mean, Marvel shit happens in Marvel.
Yeah, I look at Marvel. I just look at that. I just walk away. It's like I didn't want to try.
It's just Marvel is not my kind of fighting game. It's just not what I look for in a fighting game. I don't think it's a bad game. I just don't think it's just not for me. I enjoy watching it. I enjoy watching D-Shells fucking murder the rest of Newport Richie. Yeah, we're having a fucking an exhibition match tonight between that Josh Carbonell kid, the one who's really good at Street Fighter, and that other guy, that Michael guy or whatever, who ran the Street Fighter tournament at the last event. Those two were doing like a 1 to 10 fucking match. It's gonna be good because they're both really similar skill and they're both high level. It's gonna be a good match. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Ken versus Akuma, so there's going to be fireballs, there's going to be footsies, there's going to be dragon punches.
You can't beat it, especially when Frank says footsies. If there's footsies, you got to be there.
When Frank Wood's playing footsies, you got to see it. You got to see it to believe it, really. Well, I mean, I do play Vega, so my footsies are pretty good. Gotta say.
Not toot my own horn or nothing.
No, I'm fucking terrible at that game in the long run. I wish I was better, but that is going to change soon because we got Pasco Level Ups, the new weekly event, in case you haven't seen me shoving it down everyone's throat yet.
Right.
I'm excited about that because it's not going to be as crazy as our normal events. Hopefully. I know, like you were saying, I'm talking about this and then like 70 people.
I'm just expecting like a full core of what we have. Just show up and like, hey guys, yeah.
Like, I didn't want all of you guys to come this time.
Just like we
just wanted to play video games this time.
But anyway, that next gen. Yeah. Seeing as we circled off it again somehow.
I feel like there's, what is even good in next gen at this point now? That's not already. I mean, is it someone? I know Lath said that he actually really, really liked Rise.
No, yeah, I mean, everybody I've heard that's let's just stick with Xbox at the moment here and not jump into PS4. Mm-hmm. Everybody I've heard that's played Rise, that's not a reviewer or it's just a consumer, has enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's coming from everybody that I follow on the podcast Unlocked, which is IGN's Xbox only kind of deal. Mm-hmm. And I mean, they're a pretty good opinionated set of dudes in there, and they everybody that's played it says it's really fluid. And it's just, it gets repetitive. Which, what fucking game doesn't get repetitive? I'm sorry. Like, you can go play any game out there, and at some point it's going to get repetitive.
Devil May Cry 3? I mean, there's a difference between a shit ton of QTEs getting boring because it's a canned sequence that you see every time you press it versus one that gives you real combo depth and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean...
I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying... in that aspect, I can see how Rise would wear thin quicker than a more involved action game.
Well, yeah, clearly. But still, I mean, even if the campaign's only, 6-7 hours, it's... Mm-hmm. I mean, especially what DMC3 was, one of the hardest games of all time. Like,
yeah, DMC3 is pretty fucking intense. Ooh, Dead Rising 3! Yeah. But I'm sitting here like, what is that? And I'm like, fucking, I love Dead Rising. I really want to play Dead Rising 3.
I mean, that's another one that everybody I've seen play it has just said doesn't matter.
The only thing that I don't like about it is the aesthetic. It's just not. But that's an extremely minor thing.
It's a little gray. I'll give it that. But I mean,
it's very brown and bloom. It seems. But
that seems to be what developers fall to for color palettes.
Well, surprisingly, Dead Rising 2 was a really colorful game. That's why I was kind of expecting.
It was developed by a different company too.
Oh, really?
Blue Castle or.
Oh yeah, isn't
that's why it was multi-platform.
Capcom basically like this is your last chance to do something with the franchise, and if this doesn't sell like hotcakes, no more Dead Rising.
I don't know about it.
I'm pretty sure I heard something like this is like the.
I mean, even then, like I said, it's been such a. It's been a high reviewer. It's been in the 8s.
Yeah.
And again, everybody I've seen that's been playing it says it doesn't matter that it's not Rise quality graphics. It's you get to run through hundreds.
Yeah, I was gonna say even though the general like texture quality and models and stuff like that seems pretty pretty last gen in general. You can see the next gen in the scale of it, of how many on-screen zombies.
They put the environments are
huge. Yeah, like you can see that they focused on on the game feel versus the graphics.
I mean, if you look at any
and
of
that's
the gameplay
fine.
stuff,
I'm not mad.
Yeah, you look at the gameplay stuff when they're sitting on a high structure, and you look down and you see
hundreds of
streets, just filled with zombies.
You can see the next street over filled with zombies. It's crazy.
Ridiculous. I mean, Dead Rising 2. I mean, you can see gaps in zombies. You can kind of make a run through stuff.
Exactly.
This game, it's zombies on zombies on zombies.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly what people wanted in a over-the-top survival game.
Exactly.
It's just like where you have to plan out if you don't have a weapon, what are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Can't you combine weapons on the fly in that one?
Yep. Duct tape.
It's so cool.
Don't need duct tape at a workstation.
As long as they're still really unique feeling.
Oh man, there's some of them. IGN put up like a top 5.
Yeah, because I can awesome. See that being awesome, but I can see that kind of watering down overall how unique. I gotta say, running around with a trainer on PC on Dead Rising 2 that gave me infinite durability with the the dynamite bow and arrow.
Yeah.
I'm just running around going thunk, thunk.
Yeah.
So much fucking fun.
I mean, a lot of the stuff is canned and recycled. But
if you get the what was it? It was like the lotto ball thing, and you combined it with a battery. You had a giant electric bowling ball.
It's the same thing with the Blanca helmet and the battery. I mean, like I said, a lot of the stuff you've seen in Dead Rising 2, but. Again, they put in the vehicles, and then they have ultra upgrades or something like that, where it makes it just ridiculous.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know about that.
You can combine. I think it's 2 combined things, and it makes 1 super combined thing.
Jesus Christ!
But there's a limited amount, and I'm sure they'll add more at some point because Dead Rising's pretty good with add-on DLC. Yeah,
they've always been pretty good with that, and it's always been decent sized, fairly priced.
And that's the thing. Dead Rising has always done. Add-ons, great. They haven't done expansions, great. Like I said, they've always done stuff where...
Yeah, I mean...
here's an extra pack of weapons if you want to go ahead and buy it for $2, $3. But if you don't want to buy it, then you're not forced to. It's just extra content. But I mean, like I said, Dead Rising I've heard is fantastic. I mean, the other games out there like Forza it's good. It's Forza. You can't...
After the debacle of them legitimately lying about the graphical and lighting capabilities of it, and then it came out, and the crowd was 2D, the lighting was shit. Do you remember the launch trailer for Forza when the entire crowd was fully animated?
To be honest, I'm not looking at the crowd when I'm driving, so
I don't know. I'm just saying
it doesn't put
underhanded.
It doesn't put as much of bug up my ass as it does for non-Forza players, I suppose. Because the cars still look fantastic.
Yeah.
There's no weather patterns, though, which is kind of sad. But, again, the game looks, for the most part, amazing. And it's a Forza experience on next gen. That's the only way to put it. I mean, if you're not a Forza player or a sim racer, then there's no point.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, there's something that after you keep driving, the game learns how you drive, and then it builds a drive-atar.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
That's one of the things they said at the E3, that they had the ghosts, and it's pretty cool because there was a guy said he was playing on launch day, he was playing Major Nelson's drive-atar, and it was pretty cool just following around how he played it, because you learn the game learns. And there was one guy, he says, man, I'm sorry, but my drive-atar's going to be crashing into fucking everything, so just go ahead and don't even follow him if you see my name. I mean, it's pretty cool that's there. I mean, it's better than just having ghosts.
Ooh, apparently Dead Rising 3 has even more RPG style stat trees practically and stuff for the main character. They always had level ups and stuff like that, but apparently from what I'm reading, it looks like it's gonna have a legitimate tree where you have to make choices, and didn't you just kind of get abilities randomly? Sometimes you'd learn a thing at level 2, sometimes you'd learn it at level 7. That's pretty cool that it gives you more control.
It's definitely a step in a direction. I don't know if it's good or bad because I haven't played it yet. I mean, I don't think there's really many other exclusives. NBA 2K14 looks great on both consoles. It's to be expected.
I'm kind of excited for Crimson Dragon.
Yeah, no, on-rail shooters are fun.
I really
hope that the game is more fun than what the reviewers are saying, because reviewers are
I've heard some negative things, which sucks, but I know I'm a big fan of Panzer Dragoon, and I'm a big fan of... And if you asked me 7 years ago if I thought Panzer Dragoon was ever getting a sequel, I would have told you no.
Yeah.
Or at least, and I mean, this is a spiritual sequel, so I mean, it gives hope for some other stuff like Phantom does. So
yeah, I mean, it's kind of sad that they've really gone away from on rails a lot. I mean, it's turned into a niche genre now, to be 100%.
Yeah, it really has. What about fucking you pump for Zoo Tycoon, bro?
Not anymore. I've read all the reviews. I've said it's
really. Tell me more.
Well, I was really excited before because I wanted to see a roller coaster tycoon. That was my shit back in the day.
Oh yeah.
When I was my PC gamer self back in the day, roller coaster tycoon was the shit, right? And so I'm looking at all these reviews and they're saying that Zoo Tycoon is just muddled down its shitty menus. Like it's just not fun to deal with all the menus, and it's just like that
sucks.
And when the game is based in management and all that stuff, and you're just muddled in the menus with them, unless they do a UI overhaul, then I'll just see and pray and wait that the roller coaster tycoon comes out.
What do you know about Loco Cycle?
They said it's Twisted Pixel, who has made the Splosion Man.
I know you're a big fan of their work, so
I love their work. And then Comic Jumper, which was just a fantastic repetitive game, and this is pretty much what they're saying. They're saying it's a fantastic Twisted Pixel writing quality, but the gameplay is repetitive. They said it's good. It's just it gets repetitive because you'll be on the same thing doing the same stuff for an extended period, and it's just it's something you have to like Twisted Pixel for. And their writing is fucking amazing for comedic value. So I'll probably end up dropping the money on it myself.
That's what I like to hear. Fucking what about Game of the Year all years, just like the last one? Fighter Within.
That game. Why?
Sorry, I gotta mention a couple of those Choice Quality Connect titles coming out.
That's the sad thing is that Connect Sports is done good because Connect Sports it
doesn't try to be more than
it is.
It doesn't try to move beyond the capability of the Connect.
Well, I mean, Fighter Within. It's just like, what do you like? You guys are trying. I think if that game had like another year development, it probably could have done something better.
I think if it wasn't based on movement controls and didn't try to be an actual fighting game.
Yeah, I mean, like
the only people it's gonna sell to is little kids who think it's awesome. They're gonna play it for like a month and sell it.
I mean, look what the Wii did with the boxing. It's just you don't really do much other than left and right, and then punch and block. I mean, what more do you really want?
It's like it makes full use of the skeleton tracking on Kinect. Like, so like I still, if this is a fight, like I don't know. I was just watching gameplay of it, and like so much of it is big canned like animations out of you going like that. Like, you go like this, and then you fucking triple flip over a motherfucker and, like, knee him in the back. And it's like...
I mean, if it were to take...
That's not satisfying. As someone who does play fighters competitively, that is the most unattractive thing to me. I mean, that's one of my biggest complaints about the string system they use, that NetherRealm uses in their fighters, is that I like having access to all my things at the same time.
And
it's
like a certain thing at a certain time.
Boy, do I wish I could do some of the shit that's in strings whenever I want to, instead of just at the end of it.
I know, because there's so many setups you can make if you had the ability to use all your moves at all points.
I mean, really, and if you want to fucking work, if you do a 3P 3K setup, 3 punches, 3 kicks, like Street Fighter, and then add in more directionals, because most people only have a couple command normals, like 1 or 2, like, like forward, medium kick, and shit like that. Yeah. If they made more of those, then you could fit in all those fucking fancy moves, and then you can use them whenever, so it's like...
That's what makes me think that NetherRealms is specifically doing what they're doing, just to keep a more casual crowd interested. Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, once you start playing Street Fighter Online and you start hitting the goddamn Asian market, well, it's like, you just sit back and, as a casual person like me, it's just like, what's the point? Just like...
Because there's people who fucking...
Who do this.
Treat that shit like a fucking,
goddamn religion.
Full-time job, man. Like, I was talking to Tong Lee, the guy who owns the Play and Trade in Tampa, and he's like one of the biggest event fighting game TOs in Florida, right, like underneath Jubele, pretty much. And he was telling me that when he was in his heyday of Marvel, he played that shit for like 40 hours a week.
Yeah,
and like that's the difference between like I'm gonna get better at fighting games and stuff like that, but I'm still like, damn, 40 hours a week. I don't know if I have that much time to sit in training mode.
Yeah, it's like I got other games that I can be playing, man. That's what kills me. Like, I want to jump into Street Fighter so bad. It's just like I have like a backlog of shit I could be playing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I missed out. I still haven't even beat Infinite yet. Like, I can go back and play Bioshock Infinite, or I can sit in training mode for 4 hours.
But when you fucking pull that combo off in a real match, it feels so good.
I mean, the only thing that kept me interested in Injustice was it's DC stuff. It's like, that's my shit. Like, you put comic books in a video fighting game, it's like, I'm there.
Right?
And I don't have to guess on who does what. Like, if I'm going in, I was like, I know Flash is going to be a Rushdown character. That's just how it is. Like, you don't have to tell me, like, oh yeah, this guy's Rushdown. It's like, I know, it's the Flash. Like, you don't... You go ahead and ask Mark when he plays Sinestro, I'm picking Flash on the instant because he's not zone fucking trapping me. Nope, sir.
Yeah.
That's what he does. No. But I mean, I don't know. No, what about that PS4?
PS4? Even though I've heard a lot of negative things, I think Knack looks fun as hell. It didn't say a stupendous game. I say it looks fun. I think it looks like a fun game.
A lot of fun games usually range in the 6 and 7s. All out prototype.
Yeah. I mean, which is a goddamn fucking travesty. That game is so rated so low.
It's a fun game, but I mean, the graphics are shit and whatever, so it's not a big deal. I mean, Killzone's their big launch title. And it's Killzone.
Has anyone ever cared about Killzone? I mean, it's pretty much never tried to be anything but a Halo killer.
I think after
in every new game, it just goes, okay, what did they add in Halo? Add that, we're gonna kill Halo.
I think after Killzone 2, like, people stopped caring about story. Because I played Killzone 3 and I was just not impressed.
Yeah, I honestly kind of enjoy the world that Killzone's set in, but it's just too, I don't know, it doesn't interest me really. Like, I think the design on, like, all the Helgash soldiers and stuff, they look so fucking cool. Like, I love just the aesthetic of the Hellcast, like, world, I guess you could say. Like,
I mean, it's a very pretty game. Like, when I played Killzone 3, it blew my mind how good a game could look, and that was when I bought my PS3 3 years ago. So, I mean, other than that, I mean, like I said...
Power of the cell.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, when they can pull it off, I mean, Uncharted is still today a gorgeous game.
Oh, yeah, the set pieces, man, set pieces.
Uncharted 2 is still, like, one of my favorite games this generation, and I'm an Xbox guy saying that, you know?
Yeah.
But, I mean, other than Killzone, everything is pretty much multi-platform.
Yeah, exactly.
Battlefield, Assassin's Creed.
Like, I'm looking, dude, we can fucking... We get Playroom, fucking strip our wives, just, you know, do some shit like that, get banned from Twitch. I can't believe that, but at the same time, I guess we should have all saw that coming too.
Yeah, I mean, you think it'd like wait? Well, I was gonna say wait a week, but it's been a week, so I guess
wait a week to pull some titties.
Yeah, I guess I did wait a week to pull some titties out. So I mean, that's not. I guess I can't even say that.
You know what game looks fun as hell? Fucking Resogun.
Yeah,
I think that looks fun. As someone who loves shmups, I think fucking Resogun looks.
The one game they have that I'm pretty jelly about is Octodad. Octodad looks fucking hilarious.
Yes.
Now, granted, it's not going to sell me a console, but it looks pretty fucking funny.
And they're fucking putting Awesome Knots on PS4, and, like, since they're, you know, PlayStation's being a lot cooler in terms of independent developers and stuff like that, it seems they're probably not going to run into the problem they did last gen, where basically updating their game bankrupted the publisher who was doing the console version for them. So I hope that fucking works out for them, because
I mean, if that works out there, then Xbox Microsoft has rescinded their 10K patch window or fee.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, they've opened up to the publishers.
Yeah, they've definitely tried to
But at the same time, like, Microsoft forces you to have a publisher, which a lot of indies don't like, because they like publishing their own games. But the thing is that people don't seem to understand is Microsoft's quality control. I mean, they're not going to sit there and put out fucking shitware all the time. You know, they don't want shitware being down and then people getting mad that they're buying these $10 games that are complete ass.
Yeah, that's what the Xbox Live indie game section's for.
Yeah, as I say, a la War Z. I mean, come on.
Oh God! Don't even get me started on.
As I say, if that would have been pushed through Microsoft's quality control, they would have turned it down instantly. I mean,
I actually saw Aaron linked the other day in the group, Aaron Mack, that the DayZ standalone was getting streamed at during a Q&A session with one of the developers, and that's cool. It's finally coming around, because DayZ is pretty fucking cool. Not, you know, zombies don't sell a game, but it was still pretty fucking fun.
And there's actually one game that I'm kind of worried that might not make its way to Xbox One is Diablo 3. Like,
Yeah.
if you guys haven't played Diablo on console, you're pretty much missing out on PC gamers are probably gonna kill me for saying it, but this the definitive Diablo 3 right now.
Oh, definitely.
There's no live act.
They basically, I'm pretty sure
Luke
somewhere
2, yeah,
they said that they're pretty much giving up on the PC version and they're going to focus on the console, which I called from the day they announced it.
I mean, Luke 2.0 in the console version is amazing. I hear people that have played through 2-3 times and only got like 1 or 2 legendary drops. I got 1 dungeon, 4 legendary drops, so get at me, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I mean, again, loot. It's the thing is, people argue back and forth that one's better than another. It's just like you do realize that console is beta testing Loot 2.0 for PC because Loot 2.0 is going to come out at some point on PC.
Mm-hmm.
So at the same time, it's like you should just embrace the console version more than bash it. So I don't get it. Like I said, Diablo 3, I'd love to see that run over to the Xbox One. I'd be all over it. I'm all over it right now. Like my monk, man. I think my monk could handle some shit.
Dude, definitely.
It's definitely a good game. People don't give it a lot of credit for the gameplay that it actually has. Now, granted, it's not nearly as in-depth as Diablo 2 was, but no big deal. Especially since they said they're going to be bringing around the Paladin class again.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a fan favorite.
I don't really care for ARPGs that much in general. I just don't really think the control scheme's that conductive to deep play. Versus pretty much building your character to spam one move over and over again. Like,
well, I mean, even on the console version, all you do is hold down the A button.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And you just sit there, and like I said, depending on whether you have an AoE or a direct attack, it all depends. I mean, like I said, I don't.
That's why I like Path of Exile, man. I made characters that operated in ways no other. I mean, I made a character who basically he just teleported around behind people, like. Just like everywhere. It was fucking crazy. I don't know. And I'm kind of spoiled by Torchlight 2 because I thought Torchlight 2 was fucking better than Diablo 2. Burn me at a stake, whatever, but...
A lot of people love Torchlight, and if I had a PC, I'd play it, but I don't see them bringing that to a console.
It is on... Torchlight 1 is on...
Torchlight 1's on console, but that didn't really sell out too well.
Yeah. Torchlight 1 is what made me fall in love with the series, but... Torchlight 2 is leaps and bounds better.
I mean, that's what I've heard. I just haven't had the opportunity to play the Magic.
Oh, man, you play Watch Dogs yet?
Yeah. I've been all over Watch Dogs.
Dude, Watch Dogs. I've been playing the shit out of Watch Dogs.
I'm actually still glad it got delayed because it opens up the opportunity for me to jump in and absolutely love the pirates in Black Flag. I can't wait to play that. Like, I was playing Call of Duty with a friend, and shunned me for playing Call of Duty. Yeah. But he was sitting there and we were playing and we were walking around or running around and he just started humming one of the hymns that the pirates start singing when you're just... I'm like, what the fuck are you humming, man? He's like, oh, it's one of the pirate things. I'm like, fuck
fucking
off.
Sea shanty.
Yeah, it's just like, fuck off, man. Like, that just sounds so awesome. I don't have my Xbox One, so I can't even enjoy it. It just makes me spiral
3
down.
3 minutes late.
3 minutes. That was fucking awful.
It's pretty cool that fucking PS4 has Warframe, though.
Yeah, Warframe.
That's a pretty cool game. And I mean, and plus it's free to play, which is
Warframe,
kind of cool.
PlanetSide. I mean, again, a lot of the stuff that PS4 has is announced and stuff. It's all stuff that's on PC.
Yeah.
Where Microsoft can't really say the same.
Yeah.
Granted, some of the stuff's multi-platform, which, again, they share, but, I mean, it's like you're saying that it's exclusive to PS4. It's like, no, it's on PC.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't think they're getting any extra content for PlanetSide. That it's, no, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they're getting any extra content, like...
No, I don't think you're getting anything
content
exclusive to the console version. I don't even know if it's cross-platform. I think video game industry has really given up on cross-platform other than Vita and PlayStation. Basically, no one wants to listen to console kids cry about getting outshot.
Well, I mean, keep in mind, like, the only cross-platform game I remember is the original Shadowrun.
Yeah, and that was a fucking murder house. Like, and I mean, and this is not. I mean, they have done tests that they put some of the best console players versus a mediocre PC FPS player, and the mediocre.
You're gonna get outshot all the time.
It's just a matter of precision and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not dismissing a controller as a valid control scheme for a shooter or anything like that. But
it's a lot less of a readjustment. Whereas a thumb, you got to readjust more than you do with a hand movement.
Exactly, because you already got everything there, and it's all based around WSAD. So you're just like.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
that's why it doesn't work except for like stuff like Portal. Like Portal 2 was cross-platform on PS. Really? On PlayStation it was cross-platform with PC, which nothing else ever really came out of that like short-term partnership with like Sony and Valve.
Yeah, no, I mean it's essentially it's just Gay Ben hating on MS. It makes sense. I mean, I can understand why.
Yeah.
I've never been a big Gay Ben fan anyway, so...
Love me some Gaben.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and hide after saying that.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, how dare you? Dude, but what about Just Dance 2014? Can't miss out on that, huh?
No, not at all. I would definitely get that for the Kinect, though. I feel like embarrassing myself by trying to dance to shitty pop music I don't like.
I know. The story of my life.
I mean,
that's all I do.
Again, there's not really much out there for either launch console or
it's such I don't know. I don't know why people buy consoles at launch. I feel like sometimes.
I mean, it's usually a lot easier just to wait.
But there is the point. There is the entire mentality of like, I have something you don't have. Like,
yeah, for me, I just want to get the $500 out the way.
Right, exactly.
I got shit I gotta spend my money on. It's a lot easier to save money now than it is later on. Plus, by the time I can say I have a console for Titanfall. Yeah, I don't have to be the one scrambling around for a Titanfall console.
You kidding me? That's what I'm going to be doing.
Titanfall, Destiny, and Watch Dogs all in the same time frame.
God, Lord help us all.
Yes. But again, neither console has a killer app at the moment.
They really don't. There's nothing that
There's nothing that sells each console.
Yeah, there's really nothing that's just like, oh my god, I need that. Like, there's no Super Mario World for either console, basically.
I mean, there's no big selling game out there at the moment. I mean, they wanted Rise to try to be that, and that kind of shit's bad.
Yeah. Got a lot of negative PR, which really got people uninterested in it, too.
It really did, because, I mean, people were pretty, at least from what I could tell, were pretty hyped about it coming out of E3, or coming into E3. But out of it, it's just like, yeah, no. Especially when that Game Informer guy said it was as fun as dialing phone numbers. I'm like, really? Come on.
That was the best headline I've ever seen in a game review.
It's a very interesting way to put things. It really is. I mean, there's a lot of games I think that have come out on last gen or Xbox 360 and PS3 that should have been pushed back, like an Arkham Origins. I would have loved to seen that as a launch title or something, you know?
They could have done so much more with Arkham Origins.
That was such a depressing game. I know Santa Maria will go ahead and say that it wasn't, but for me it just was not.
Well, I mean, that's right. We had we had a good discussion. We were just like, oh, cool, I see your points and you see mine. We're going to just agree to disagree. That's cool that you enjoyed it. And he's like, oh, I wish you enjoyed it as much as I did. We're like, cool. And I'm like, aw, we haven't had a conversation like that in months.
Exactly. We haven't had a conversation like that since E3.
Yeah, right?
Consoles are this DRM.
Console launches! Ah!
Well, seeing as everybody seems to be moving on from the console regime here, we should be back to normal pretty soon, I hope. Start worrying about all the software and not the hardware.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I still, as much even as I fucking sometimes participate in console wars, I'm going to follow what has the games I want when it comes down for it. Be it on PC, be it on an N-Gage, be it on the Ouya.
N-Gage, oh god, I remember those. I remember when those were a selling point for, I forgot who it was, T-Mobile?
Nokia.
Mm-hmm. It was
like, fucking, are you ready to carry around a screwdriver to switch your games? Yeah, did you know that?
No.
The game port, you needed a screwdriver.
Oh, God.
So you literally had to carry around a screwdriver if you wanted to play other games on your N-Gage. Like, who greenlit that?
Nokia.
Fucking idiot. And I mean, they just can't seem to catch a fuck. Even didn't the Xperia Play, like, fail miserably, too?
All the handheld Android stuff hasn't really sold well. I mean, who wants to play? I have a handheld Android device. It's called my phone.
I don't get the appeal of the whole this huge open Android platform thing that's been going on. Like, people are like, are you ready for the Nvidia Shield? And I'm like,
no.
I don't care. Are you ready for the Ouya? No, I don't really care. Like,
well, you're not going to put out anything I want to play.
it's like, you can play emulators. And I'm like, so can my phone, and so can my PC. When am I going to, like...
You want me to spend $100 on just a controller, essentially?
Oh, my God.
It's a joke.
It might be worth it just to play that fucking frog game, though.
I don't know.
I forget what it was called, but they played it on Game Grumps, and it was just so hilariously bad. I'll show it to you after the podcast. Like,
it's why? Just like what audience are they trying to hit with this?
I don't know. There's one good game on the Ouya, and it's called Towerfall, and it's a 4-player like versus thing, and like it's fucking awesome looking, and that's the only thing that
I'm sure that'll get ported to something at some point.
It needs to, because they put enough work into it that they're gonna want to make money out of it, so they're gonna tell Ouya to go fuck off and port it to either PC or consoles, and then I can see that game getting relatively big among like YouTubers maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't. Ouya. Just why? Just Android gaming.
You know what? Too bad. Macho Man Randy Savage isn't around anymore, because then we could have marketed it as the "Ooh yeah."
Exactly.
I would have bought it if there was a commercial with Macho Man Randy Savage playing Ouya and just going, "It's the Ooh yeah." I probably would have bought it.
And that reminds me of like those new Kmart commercials now. Have you seen those new Kmart commercials?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god, the ship my pants. Pretty much.
What?
It sounds like they're saying shit my pants. Like, I can ship my pants. Yeah, you can ship your pants here. And then I just shipped my pants. It's like, oh my god, I shipped.
That's fucking hilarious. In commercials, when people do commercials good, it's like I take so much more notice of them when they're actually legitimately funny, or they.
Oh yeah, that's worth
legitimately, it. Like do something like that. Cause someone out there would be like fucking. That's fucking inappropriate. Like, they're talking about, what if my kid went to school and told his parents, or the teacher he's gonna ship his pants?
Yeah, no,
Are you taking a picture of how I sit during...
Oh, yeah, I've been taking, like, pictures randomly. Just so I can, like, give them to you so you can, like, tell...
Good, I will, because, I'm just...
It's ridiculous. You have your foot in your chest. Like, this... There you go, that's a picture. Pick your nose with your foot. I mean, like, physically, this is...
Like, this is what I do
that's podcast material. Like, it's...
if anyone wants to see Frank Wood with his foot behind
his that fucking pretzel, there we go. Put some cheese on his butt. Put some cheese on him and eat him. That's gross.
Ew.
That's gross.
Ew, bro. You're gonna have some people questioning what we do after these fucking podcasts.
Well, they should be questioning us anyway. I don't know. So Link Between Worlds came out. What's
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly.
I want it so bad.
I know what Mark Cochran got, and he's pretty much giddy.
I should make him fucking... me and him are gonna play some fucking Monster Hunter tonight.
Yeah, I keep hearing about that. You guys keep missing each other for Monster Hunter there.
I know, I've been so... Because Monster Hunter is a sit down for 30 minutes at a time fucking thing, so it's like...
You should just make a Insomniacs event for Monster Hunter.
Hey, dude, I would if there was enough people who fucking played that game.
Three people show up, let's go!
It would be me, Mark, and Austin, and I don't think anyone else.
Just sitting there, it's like, well, why did I sign up for this event again? Why not? I mean, Link Between Worlds has been getting fantastic reviews. What's more to say? It's a great Legend of Zelda game.
Yeah, like, and especially, it is really good, not even on just nostalgia's basis, but oh my god, I've heard if Link to the Past is one of your favorites, this game will send you on a nostalgia overdrive from the ending sequence to from the opening fucking title screen to the absolute end of the game. Yeah. Like,
it's... I don't have a 3DS, and it's interesting. Like, it's something that would make me want to go out and get it.
Yeah, and I totally, mistakenly spoiled the story for myself, and I was impressed. Like, it was like when I read it, I got whenever I get something that like amazes me, I get goosebumps or anything, any story twist, anything like that I honestly didn't expect, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Like, the twist in that game was awesome. I was totally like,
Really? Yeah.
Like, I didn't, like, and it's something that it's like, why didn't I think of that before? But it's so well done that you don't realize it. Like, it's just, oh my god, it just looks like it's gonna be so good. And I love how they're doing it very non-linear. Like, you can select what order to do dungeons and shit like that. Cool. And like, that's so cool. And like, I'm a Majora's Mask man in terms of 3D Zeldas, so I love like non-linear gameplay and shit like that. And that's fucking perfect for me. I can't wait. Oh, I'm getting it for my birthday on December 8th, and I was talking to fucking Dookie Shed the other day. It was the day after it came out, and I was just making him tell me how fucking good it is. And then I was like, I forget what I did, but something popped up, and it's like, 30% more at GameStop if you trade in towards... And I was like, fuck you, computer, I'm not getting rid of all my 3DS games. I know you want me to, but...
Time to go sell the Xbox for the...
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure it wanted me to. Like, this game... But I'm like, I must be fucking calm and patient.
Yeah.
I don't have to wait that much longer, but I want it now.
Oh, I know. That's... I understand that feel. I understand that feel immensely.
Good.
As my Xbox sits in UPS's warehouse. Motherfuckers.
Everyone's like, what's this thing? I don't know. Kick it.
When I called in, they're like, oh, this is an Xbox. And I'm like, yeah, rub it in a little more, fucker.
He's like, do you mind if we, like, take it out and play it for a little... We're like, is that cool? Is that cool?
I just want to go in there and just rob it. Like, I'm not even robbing it. I own the fucking thing.
Hey,
just go in there and just take it. This is mine.
Fuck y'all.
Just leave a note. I've taken my Xbox. Don't call me for
It is mine.
I mean, like, there's not much... Oh, that's depressing. I don't know, man.
Oh my god. That's fucking ridiculous. I really want to play A Link Between Worlds again. God damn it.
Shouldn't have wrote it on the list of things to talk about.
I know, I shouldn't have, but I just wanted to talk about it sober. I should have saw this. Fucking the Assassin's Creed 4 1080p native patch just came out for the PS4. So we can get that glorious, I can't really tell the difference unless I'm fucking trying.
Yeah, all the anti-aliasing you're gonna see.
Oh, anti-aliasing, oh god. Don't even get me started on that.
I still don't understand the resolution gate stuff. It doesn't make a difference. They all look the same. Unless you're playing on like a massive like 70-inch TV, then you're gonna see pixels. You're gonna see them anyway, no matter what resolution you're on.
Jaggies. That's what anti-aliasing is for, though.
Yeah, it's for those little jagged pixel corners, and if you're really that anal about it, go buy
glorious PC game.
Yeah, go buy a PC.
Oh man, nothing beats some fucking 32XAA, man. It's smoother than a baby's ass.
Exactly, but I mean, I don't mind seeing pixelated corners. It's a video game. I'm not looking for real world shit.
Right,
here,
exactly. I don't even know.
I don't want to see what my pirates look like. That fucking much. I'm sorry.
You want to be able to see the scurvy in their teeth.
Yeah, exactly. I want to be able to throw oranges at my TV to get rid of their scurvy.
Oh my god. Oh, fucking, I know I'm not really excited about that, but, fucking Persona, they just announced a bunch of new Persona games. Persona 5 being the big one, people are going crazy. I prefer other games in Shin Megami Universe because I'm not a weeaboo who just wants to be a Japanese high schooler. Did I say that on air? I'm sorry. But,
you said it on website, on everything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've made my stance on Persona pretty clear. They also announced Persona Q. Well, Persona 5 is coming out for PS3. Persona Q is a Persona 3 and Persona 4 crossover coming out for the 3DS. And then they're coming out with a Persona rhythm game too. Which I don't know, like most people will say, because people know how I feel about Persona in general. Like Steven said, the one thing Frank won't argue with me about it is that Persona 4 has some pretty good fucking music. Like, yeah. It's J-pop to an extreme of being good. Like, it's just, I don't know. There's something about the music that's really good.
There's a lot of Japanese games that come out like that get ported over here. Or not even ported, they just come over here like They got like a binary domain kind of game where they have just this crazy Japanese rock in the background for no fucking reason other than it's just crazy Japanese rock in the background, which is fantastic. No, I mean, I don't know, like, Japanese rock is fucking hilarious. If you guys ever watch music videos on Japanese rock, it is hilarious.
I don't even know. Anyway, so I know we briefly mentioned about the Twitch thing.
Yeah, we touched
I kind of want... We briefly touched on it like that guy briefly touched his wife.
Yeah.
On TV. Or on fucking stream. Yeah, so basically, the biggest one that people are, among other things, the biggest thing that people are talking about is there's a thing called the Playroom, which started out... Did you see that guy who was doing, like, basically the equivalent of, like, an old-time call-in show?
Yeah, I heard
he was basically doing the equivalent of like an old-time call-in show on Twitch through that, and like that's pretty cool. That's a
pretty intuitive way of doing it.
Yeah, exactly. And then we have people who sat on the couch with his girlfriend getting drunk and then took her tits out for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the screen went blank and then she was naked.
Yeah. Why? Just the internet, like, oh god, America.
That's how I feel. Like, okay, I knew something to this extent was going to happen at some point.
Why couldn't
you
just
give
wait?
People a camera and internet access, there's going to be dicks and tits.
It reminds me of the old Xbox Vision cameras when you go play Uno. That's all it was. It was just, hey, you have a camera, I have a camera, let's just show each other our genitals. Like, we're fucking 10 years old, you know? You show me mine, I'll show you yours. But, I mean, that's what it was. But, I mean, come on, this is grown-ass people. Like,
exactly. I don't know. I feel like they should have, because doesn't PS4 you can stream to Twitch and Uplay, right? Or something like that? There's another...
It's Twitch and Ustream or...
Something like that. I feel like they should have at least saw this coming in some...
you think they have somebody moderating the streams or something like that?
Yeah, that, or just should have, because obviously there's going to be ones with adult content of some, even if it's just cussing, you know, anything like more...
Exactly.
They
have an age gate or something on them.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they should have. I don't know. I think Twitch needs to improve their interface in general too. Like, there just needs to be some kind of warning or just a place where people can cuss and shit like that. Like, I don't know. And Twitch stream chats are bottom of the barrel of the internet community. After Google Plus went to YouTube,
yeah,
or after that whole fucking thing, after that, I was just like, I don't even fucking know anymore. Like, they just need to do some kind, like, I saw freaking, what was it? I saw, like, it was like a kid, like a dad and his two kids, like, they were playing, like, I don't know, something. And, like, the stream chat, which shows up on the screen, I saw people like, make the kids fuck. Like, what? What are you doing you're like, oh, what am I doing with my time? Well, I'm going on Twitch and telling little kids to fuck. Like, what piece of shit are you? I don't know. Like, I'm not surprised by
it's just like,
how it's happening, but I'm still a little disappointed that I was right. Because
yeah, it's just like, why? Like, come on, man. Like, I don't know. Like, you can go places to see tits. Like, you know, like there are specific designated, you know, places along the sides of roads. You go down the right spots at 19, you can get yourself
man. Dude.
I mean, it's just, really? You're gonna go on Twitch and strip your girlfriend naked? Why? Just, like, I don't know. I just can't fathom it. Like what motivation? Like,
yeah, what motivation did you have? You'd be like, did he plan this out? I'm gonna get my girlfriend really drunk and then show her tits to a bunch of people on the internet. Like, was that, like, your plan? You just, were like, alright.
It seems like a good idea.
Let's do this.
Let's go ahead.
I want to, like, check back in, be like, does she know? Are you guys still together? Like,
yeah, I just want, like, a 6-month update. Kind of like Jerry Springer. Just come back on the show.
You know, we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, they Twitch, like, 2 weeks later after he tells her. Fantastic. I really hope they fucking caught that.
You know, knowing this fucking microphone, it did. I would guarantee
really
it.
Hope Nick does not edit that out either.
He better not. Nick?
Yeah.
I feel like it's like on Game Grumps when they tell Barry to like put something in there. Like, Nick, edit that out. Like,
well, I mean, I don't know. Did that...
Nick, add a duck sound there.
Quack.
I'd shit myself if I listened to this and there is now. I'm like, whack. God damn it, Nick.
You son of a bitch. It makes me happy that Xbox has delayed their Twitch streaming. So they can maybe put some guidelines on it now. I think that's the reason they did it.
For this to work, they're gonna have to overhaul all this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just seems like if PS4 is being able to do this, I'm really hoping Microsoft steps up their game and has moderators on these streams. So
they're gonna have to.
I mean, when I go on Twitch, I want to see gameplay.
Exactly.
Whenever I go on Twitch, I don't do it often.
Yeah, I'm not much of a streamer, really. No. It's not.
But I mean, if I ever do want to go on there and watch like a Call of Duty stream or something like that, something generic, and it's just like that's what I want to see.
Yeah, I pretty much just watch like Salty Bit.
Yeah,
pretty much like. That's my main thing I do on Twitch is just watch Salty Bit and watch hilariously unbalanced fighting game characters beat the shit out of each other while betting fake money on it. By the way, if you haven't fucking heard of Salty Bet, it's hilarious. If you ever wanted to see what was a good match, I saw SpongeBob beat the shit out of Reptar. I saw that. Now, that's not something you see every day. You go to Salty Bet. That shit is stupendous. Alright, well then. I'd say it's about time to wrap this up.
Sounds about right. Been going for a while.
Yeah, we've been going for 50 minutes. I don't know what's wrong with us. We're out. Remember when we said this is going to be 30 minutes? Yeah, we were like, we're going to do this like 30 minutes.
Right out the fucking window.
That's right. Doesn't make me feel bad because then I look at like the co-optional podcast and it's like 2.5 hours of Total Biscuit and Jesse Cox fucking tugging each other off.
There's a lot of podcasts for 2 hours. That's a little much. 1 hour's like supreme.
Exactly. You don't need any more than that. I want to give shout out to
Is he big for it? Inside the really noisy bag.
Shout out to Cheesy Garlic Bread Lays.
Really?
I feel like everyone should have this. I'm pretty sure this is the one that won the contest.
That's the one that just says $1 million winner right on the front of the bag.
Oh yeah, it says winner right on it. Good. I pay a lot of attention to things. Have you ever had these?
I have. They're not as good as I really thought they were going to be. And then they had the chicken and waffle ones, and those were just absolutely awful.
Those were disgusting.
Yeah.
I hated those.
It's a good idea in theory, but...
Did you try the sriracha ones?
No, I did not.
I didn't either.
See, I stick away from chips. If I'm going chips, I'm going Sun Chips or I'm going boring, plain Lay's.
I eat like 5 chips at a time and then put them away.
Yeah, I know. That was funny when I walked into when I was coming into Frank's. I was eating this. What was it, pizza?
No, it was a piece of country fried steak.
Piece of country fried steak. Took 2 bites. It's like, well, there's lunch. It's like, okay, well that's.
This is my dessert. Snack. I've had a total of 4 chips. So
yeah, I can verify this.
But yeah, shout outs to fucking Cheesy Garlic Bread in general.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out. I gotta think of something good here because I haven't really thought about this. Actually, anybody who reads comics, they should really look into getting the Quantum and Woody series on Valiant's line. That's
the what?
Quantum and Woody. Essentially, it's the most generic superhero team, but it's meant to be bad. Like they're meant to be complete and total fuck ups, and that's what makes it hilarious because it's an adopted white dude, and the guy was adopted by a black guy, and it's so good. Like the writing is top notch. It is so funny. I mean, when they're making blackface comments in like the first issue, it's so good.
No, it's amazing.
Anybody who reads comics, Quantum and Woody. I mean, it's they're only up to issue 5.
Quantum and Woody.
It's horribly awesome.
I can dig that.
Yeah, no, it's terribly bad awesome. I don't know.
As long as it's not trying too hard, like Sharknado.
No, I mean the premise of it is just they're the worst superhero team ever created.
Lots like, I don't know, a lot of people are like, oh, you want to watch a bad movie? Let's watch Sharknado. It's like,
no.
That movie was bad on purpose, so I'm not impressed. When a movie can legitimately try really hard and still be terrible to a hilarious degree, that's much better.
Yeah,
like
Battle LA, like that movie was awful, like totally fucking awful.
No, were you there at the movie stream that we did with Hugh when we watched fucking Leprechaun 4 Back to the Hood?
Oh god, that
oh
terrible.
My god! And then we followed it up with Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Nice.
That was a fun night.
Like, if you guys have ever seen Battle LA, the part where they go, it's like dark, and then they go underground, and come out like 2 minutes later, and it's full midday time. It's just like, who fucked up in editing to let this happen?
That movie was. I can forgive a lot for good alien designs and a semi-decent sci-fi. I can forgive a lot of fuck-ups.
No.
Battle for LA, too many fuck-ups. That was just awful. That movie was abysmal.
That was just...
I feel like that's a good place to end it. Never see Battlefield of LA.
Yeah, it's...
Just stay away.
It's not worth it. There's no reason to see it.
Exactly. Alright, guys. Well, we've done this for a little bit. I need to start preparing for the weekly event tonight. I hope to see everyone out there next week, since this won't be up until, like, tomorrow or the next day. So, actually, next week, we're not doing...
We're doing a full event next week.
Yeah, we have the full event on the 30th. I don't know, and if people want to fucking come up on every Sunday, I'm fine with going up there. But I feel like a lot of people don't want to come up fucking to Podunk, Newport Richie twice in a weekend. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you guys come up, just expect Frank to not be giving a shit and playing games. That's pretty much what this is.
This is our casual get together gaming night.
Yeah, exactly. So
Frank Wood wants to play video games too. Damn it. All right, well, that's it, I'd say. Till next time, everybody. Hope you guys keep fucking enjoying Florida Gamers and all that shit. Make sure to follow us on various social media. Twitter, fucking Tumblr, obviously Facebook. Subscribe to the YouTube, all that jazz. Fucking thank you, everybody, and we'll see you next time. This is Frank fucking signing out with...
Paul.
The master of energy.
Yeah.
The master